Good afternoon. You're listening to Cannabis Corner on WNHHLP 103.5 FM, broadcasting live from downtown New Haven. We are streaming live on TuneIn Radio and NewHavenIndependent.org. We're also streaming live video on Facebook and YouTube. Just go to your Facebook page and look us up, or hit see first to see and hear all the great programs that we have here on WNHHLP. Just a reminder, Cannabis Corner is streaming live on the Greenhaven Media Facebook page and ProCannabisMedia.com. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Cannabis Corner. I am your host, Joe LaChance, Joe the Weed Guy. It is Monday, November 24th, 2025. It happens to be my birthday. I am joined here, of course, today by my illustrious co-host, Uncle Lou. Lou Vega, how are you today?
Hey, how's it going, good brother? Happy birthday. God gave us another beautiful day, and it's always a beautiful thing to celebrate you, sir. Thank you for everything you do for us, and even the nice, good times, bro. But I just want to say happy birthday, and keeping it moving forward, my brother. What else we got going on today? Tell the people we got. This is a good show today, bro.
Well, yeah, honestly, I used to not even acknowledge or celebrate my birthday. But the older I got, especially after I turned 60, I started realizing that I became grateful for every year that I ended up having. And this year, I feel extremely, extremely grateful. Normally, obviously the reason I wanted to do this is because it's actually my birthday, and the show happens to be, for the first time since we've been running, on the day of my birthday. And it's Thanksgiving. I wanted to bring together all of my friends and all the people who were important to me, and just acknowledge them and thank them for being in my life. And you, of course, Lou, number one, right on the top, man. I want to thank you, and I want to acknowledge you for being with me on this journey the whole way. I mean, a lot of people have come and gone through my life throughout my journey in the cannabis industry, but you are the one person who has stuck through all the way through as my friend, and always been my compadre. And I appreciate that. I really, really do. I appreciate that, and we've grown to become good friends, and it's very, very important to me. So thank you, Lou. I want to thank you on my birthday.
Brother, I
You are a
appreciate
true
you.
brother.
I appreciate you so much, brother. We've been and it's a good group of people. I'm so happy, and thank you so much, man. You're such a kind man, and we spend many times talking philosophy, religion, God, people, everything. So I
Yeah.
definitely want to say there's a good group of friends here and good group of people, and there's
Oh, there you go. Are you back? Well, I don't know what happened to Lou. I think he cut out. So this is a perfect time. I wanted to bring out the first guest, our sponsor, our first sponsor, our first ever sponsor here on Cannabis Corner. Gabe Zamorano
Yes.
from Metatron Homegrown. Now, Metatron Homegrown, we
Yes.
know, Gabe and I, we met through the CCSBA, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And he's been a guest on the show many times. And, he finally opened up a grow store right near my house. I was, and it was really nice, Gabe. I want to thank you for doing what you did over there and taking over that space for Michelle. Do you know what I
Thank you.
mean?
Thank you. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I
Yeah.
mean? That
Yeah.
was very,
Yeah.
very, a lot of people don't know the backstory, but it was a very, very good thing that you did. And I think it's benefited both you and her.
Yes.
And that was cool. And I want to thank you, Gabe, just for being, first of all, our first sponsor. But second of all the help you gave me this summer, as far
Yeah.
both you and Lou, like you guys were my grow
On the radio.
mentors,
Yeah.
my grow mentors as far as this summer went. Because I took on a big task. I'd never really grown seriously before. I had dabbled a little bit, very unsuccessfully. Um, and,
Yeah.
seriously, both indoor now, unsuccessful. That's because I was trying to do it on my own. And, this year I decided to take it serious and took on a big task, 10 plants outdoors. You know, it's quite a bit. But you guys both and a few of my other friends really helped me push through, gave me the advice I needed, and really showed me the way. And I ended up with a really all 10 plants made it, and I ended up with a really nice
Great.
harvest. And I
Good.
want to thank you for that.
Oh, good. I'm
And I
glad.
want to
I'm
just
glad.
thank you for being there for the community
Yeah.
and giving the
Yeah.
knowledge that you give to new growers and giving the support that you give to experienced growers as well. Do you know what I mean? So thank you, Gabe.
You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for
Tell us
having
what
me.
you got going on for the
So
holidays,
I got to give
Gabe.
you for the holiday. I do have a customer in the store, Joe. I'm going to help him out after I
We
give you
have
this, and I'll still be on. But so I just want to run this through, guys. So we're starting today. The sales start for Black Friday. We're doing two for $39.99. Fox Farm Ocean Forest 1.5 cubic feet, which is a great price. We're doing 15% off all AC Infinity. We're doing 10% off entire store. 20% off in stock Puffcos. So anything in stock, you get 20% off. 24.99 autoflower kits and free poinsettia this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with any purchase. So
nice. That's your
yeah,
Black Friday deal.
yeah. So we got a lot going on. There's a lot of good prices, good deals, and just know any kit you buy from AC Infinity through us, you can buy it online if you want. We kind of match their prices, but the deal here is you get plants. So we give you plants on the way out. So you are
Excellent.
growing as soon as you leave. And, thank you for hyping me up a little bit there, Joe. I do try to help. I do want the community to be better. We had a great event this weekend, and I was just
Yes,
glad to
I'm
be
going
able
to
to.
talk about
Yes.
that when those guys come
Good, good,
on,
good,
but for
good. Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah. And
That
once
was a
again,
lot of
happy
fun.
birthday, Joe. Happy birthday, bud.
Thank you, Gabe. Go
Yeah.
take care of your customer.
I'm going to
Make
take
sure
care of
you
my
stay
customer.
on. Join
I
back
will. I will.
later.
I'm going to mute myself, so I'll be back. Yeah.
All right. So I want to go in the order of people who joined. So there's somebody here, iPhone. Who is that iPhone? I would love you to unmute and say hello.
Joe, it's Rebecca. It's probably me.
Yes, it is you because you're speaking now. Rebecca, how are you? Thank you for calling in. I appreciate. There you are.
Thank you for having me. Happy birthday again. I think I got you on social media, but it's better to tell you in person.
I appreciate that. And I know you're a busy woman. Tell us what you got going on. I want to thank you, though. I want to give you your thanks. I want to thank you for being a conduit, somebody who brings people together, which is very important. I want to thank you for that. And I want to thank you for the support, of course, that you've given me throughout the time we've known each other. But yeah, I want to thank you for really being a conduit in the community, somebody who joins different facets of the community together, like being a conduit. And I think what you do is very, very important. And you sometimes don't get enough credit for it because you're usually behind the scenes.
Well, thank you. More times than not, but I kind of like to be there most of the time, to be honest. It's easier.
I hear you on that, but it's also a pain in the neck. So tell us, what do you got going on? Anything good?
Well, a lot of you guys know that I homeschool, so we have been focusing on schooling a lot and doing some fun things. We actually went to Granby a week and a half ago, and my son took a really nice glass blowing class, which was fun and amazing to watch because it wasn't on a torch. It was like in the ovens. So it was totally different than what I'm used to seeing, and it was amazing. He made a pumpkin, which is really cool. So I've been focusing on that a lot. I'm still working with the lounge, which is fun. We're here for all your holiday party needs. So I'm doing booking with them. Still doing the event stuff, a little bit more in the background, helping out quietly with some other establishments. And I'm actually looking forward to getting registered as a farm at my house, so I can have be a fresh lavender and bee farm.
Oh, nice.
So from an agricultural standpoint, I'm trying to get into that a little bit. And it's funny that Gabe was mentioning the growing, and you're starting with that because my good friends over at the Soil Makers actually helped me get a whole grow kit. And I have a whole setup now to start growing in and out of my house as well. So lots of fun things.
Excellent, excellent, Rebecca. I'm so glad, and I hope you're having a great Thanksgiving. All homegrown stuff, organic,
Mhm.
I'm sure, right?
Yes, I'm super excited. Thanksgiving is actually my favorite holiday. I don't leave the house all day long. Everybody comes to us, so it's really nice. This will be, I think, our 15th year hosting Thanksgiving dinner.
All right, awesome. All right, very, very cool. Thanks for calling in. Keep hanging out, please,
Happy
if you got
birthday,
time.
Joe. Love you.
Love you too. Hey, next guy, Steve, you were the next to call in. I want to acknowledge Kibra, Raphael, and Kristen. I'm going to get to you in a minute. Thank you, though, for calling in. I really, really appreciate it. Steve, you were the next call. Get off the mute. Get off the mute. That's a rare thing. Steve, I'm going to have to move on if you can't figure out how to unmute. All right. Kibra. Come on in, Kibra. How are you, Kibra?
Hi, I'm
Thank
good.
you
How are
for
you?
good, good,
Happy
good.
birthday.
Thank you so much for calling in. I appreciate it.
Do you
I
want me to
really, really, I want yes, you could sing, but I want to thank you first
sing? Oh,
for you, for everything that you do and for always being there in the background for me. The one thing I want to say about a knowledge to keep, and a lot of people don't know this. We first met at the school. Kibra went through the curriculum. She was actually towards the end of the school, and when the school closed, I was kind of down and out because I didn't know what to do. I had nothing to do. And Kibra called me up. She was the first person to call me up and say, "Hey, Joe, what are you doing right now? Do you want to work with me? Do you want to do some classes down here? I'm getting this medical marijuana thing going." She had a little office in New Haven on the corner, and it was like. But I want to acknowledge you and thank you for that, for thinking of me. Because I mean, I think you knew that after the school closed, I was kind of, hurt, devastated almost. And you really came through and got the next phase started. Do you know what I mean? So thank you so much, and I really, really
thank you.
appreciate it. But even now, I appreciate what you're doing. Like, as long as I've known you, that was always your vision. And I really, really appreciate that you have really created your vision in reality right now. And Lit Dispensary is everything I think you envisioned it to be, as more of a community type of dispensary where people can gather. You're actually teaching classes there, and you're branching out to the tribe and all kinds of different things. So I want to thank you and commend you for that. Now you can sing.
Well, I guess I should also thank you because if it weren't for you, I would not have started my educational journey, which enlightened me, helped me connect the dots, like between the war on drugs and prohibition and the science that I love so much and how the plant has helped so many people. Like the first person was my grandmother, so all of that, you were there in the beginning, so you are like one of my foundational people. And so I really thank you, and I thank you for always supporting me, and I thank you for always, if I'm like, Joe, let's go teach some classes on the moon, you'll be like, all right, let's rock it.
Right. You just did that, right?
Right.
Yeah, let's go teach some
know?
classes to the tribe. Sure.
Exactly. So I really thank you. I really appreciate you. And let's see. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Joe. Happy birthday to you. Love you, Joe.
Love you, Kiefer. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving to you, too. And you could always come by for a plate. You know it.
I will. All right.
Love you.
Love you too. All right, Steve. Now that you figured out how to unmute, well, I still can't hear
Can
you.
you hear me now?
Oh God, can I hear you?
All right.
Yes.
Okay, we'll tune it down. How's that?
Good, Steve. Thank you. I want to thank you for being a pioneer, being one of the earliest people out there in the trenches, and being a vendor and being a supporter at some of our earliest events before weed was legal, when medical marijuana was just starting, when all we could sell was CBD. You could always count on Steve to be right there next to you or to be supporting one of your events that you threw. And I want to appreciate you for being a pioneer and still being here through all the ups and downs, because you being in an ancillary business, it's a little bit different than actually being involved with the flower. But I want to thank you for your commitment, and I want to thank you just for being a funny guy and
Joe,
always making me laugh.
hey, Joe. Honestly, I'm just being me. I don't know how to behave any other way, and this has been my life. You may or may not be aware, but I started selling paraphernalia in 1973 out of the trunk of my Audi at Northeastern as an engineering student. So I've been at this a while, and it's always, when I think back on it, a good deal of it is I could never get my fingers to roll a joint. I
So you
just
came up.
I couldn't. I always used a pipe, most often, almost always a metal pipe, but I could never learn how to roll a joint. To this day, I can't roll, and that hasn't stopped me from being an active participant. So, Joe, listen, you and Lou. I commend you guys. You're the two that I feel drew me in. You kept coming back asking questions, which is good, but you drew me into the community early on. And I can place where Lou made a difference. I can place where I spoke to you with Mark and Anne Marie beside you, and
Okay.
all
Yeah.
of those things way back when made a difference. And yes, I kept coming back. Yes.
Well, thank you, Steve, and I want to
Great
thank you for
community.
calling in. This is what this is about, community. I want to bring the
Yes.
community together
Yes.
for a nice show, and we'll have all right, a good time. Thank you, Steve. Hang on the line if you can, and eventually
I'm gonna
once
mute,
everybody comes in, we'll all have a nice chat.
but I'm
But
gonna
I want to
mute.
give
Okay? Can I
yeah, yeah,
mute?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
of course. I want to give it, but I want to give everybody a chance for me to thank them personally. Kristen, you were the next up. I want to acknowledge Duncan. I want to acknowledge Kimura. I will get to you in a second, but thank you for calling in. Kristen,
Happy birthday!
hey, happy birthday, Kristen.
Love you.
Oh, I love you too, man. I want to thank you for stepping in and being a really good co host and taking over the social media and creating the templates and everything. But also the same thing for being a trooper, for being somebody who's kind of behind the scenes, but kind of in front, and not being afraid to express your opinions. Do you know what I mean? And I really appreciate that about you. And you really are a community person, even though I know you've had to pull back a little because now you're working full time, so it's a little
The
bit
darn
difficult.
job.
And family, all that. But I know you've always kept your fingers in and that your heart is within the community. And what I appreciate about you is the fact that you have a love of politics, and I see the path you're headed. And, I wish you good luck. That's all I'm going to say. And I just want you to keep your soul. Okay? That's
Thank
my
you.
best advice to you. Protect your soul.
I love
Okay?
that. No, I love that. No, I love
Protect
that
your
it's your
soul.
birthday and you're just giving all of us all of these amazing compliments. And honestly, like, seriously, thank you. Like, you really took me under your wings, so to speak. And kind of like when you were saying at a point where I really wasn't sure where my voice was, and I was a little bit unsure of myself, and you kind of just like wrapped yourself around me. You and Lou, you brought me onto the show. You guys were beyond supportive, and I guess, like, let's be funny, like the politics, it's not like we butt heads constantly, but we certainly had some conversations where maybe we didn't always agree, and I think that's what makes it so cool and so important. And I appreciate you saying that you support it, because I know listen, we don't always agree.
You know what? Regardless of what
Love you.
side you're on, you're getting into politics. Either way, you got to protect your soul.
And it's something.
We're all entitled to our opinions and our views, and that's what I appreciate, that you're willing to go to bat and dive into the snake pit for yours, whether I agree with them 100% or not. And that's, I get, you know what I mean? And I love you for that. I really, really do.
Right back at you.
All right. Feel free to hang on as long as you can. I don't know if you're working or not.
I took a personal day. So I'm good.
Hang in, because once we get through, I want to have a nice talk about Thanksgiving and gratitude and all kinds of fun stuff. All right, Raphael, you were next. Brother
Sir,
man.
I'm here. How are you? Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday.
Man. Thank you for calling in, bro. I know you're a busy man as well, but I wanted to acknowledge you and thank you for being like for being a foundation of this community, first of all. Hey, there's Kibra just saying hello. We can have a little back and forth if we want. But also for being like the hidden guy in the whole legalization process. Like the guy who had all the inside scoop. If you wanted to know, not really affiliated with anyone, but knowing everything. And I love that about you, Raphael. And I know you started a great new thing out there in Waterbury, and because that's your community. And a lot like what I was saying with Kibra, backing your community and backing up your community. And really now, now that you're not really working up in Hartford that much anymore, you're focusing on your own community where you live and where your family lives and where your friends live. You tell us a little bit about what's going on over there since we've last talked.
Yeah, no, I wanted to shout out everyone on the call, and something you said to Kristen about politics and things like that. I don't think there is a more diverse community than the cannabis community, right? And I think it is the one thing that unites us all is the fact that we should be consuming this medicine legally and freely, and grow it and make commerce from it, right? I think that's something that's always united us, and that's something that I've always appreciated about this group, right? Like all the difference of opinions and politics, yet we can agree on this one thing. And I've always appreciated this about this community. So for me, it's about education, right? Like there's still people, we are still not at the place that we want to be with legalization on a federal level, right? So there's still work to be done. We're still incarcerating people for weed here, so as much as we can celebrate all the different wins and all the great dispensaries that are coming, there's still this other side that's happening. So the work still continues, my friend, so I one thing I do appreciate you about as well is you've always been here doing the work, right? Like you move like a 40-year-old man, and you've been able to keep pace with a lot of people.
I felt like a
half your age. No, but you look it, man, and you move like it. So I appreciate just being here on the call, celebrating you and what you've done for the community more than anything else. So I just appreciate you, man.
Oh, I thank you so much, Raphael. I really, really appreciate that. And like I was saying earlier, every year I feel blessed and I feel grateful. But the thing I feel grateful for most are the people I've met throughout this journey in cannabis. So diverse, like you say, politically, so diverse, but we all have that one thing in common, and that's cannabis. Do you know what I mean? And that's the love of the plant.
That's right.
And the love to, no matter how everybody here on the call has different ways, healers, dispensary owners, everybody has different ways, but we all have that one thing in common. We love that plant. And then that's what brings us together, love. So, Duncan, you were next, man. I want to thank you. First of all, because first thing I want to thank you for is that event this weekend. That was freaking awesome, and I told Gabe we'd mention that. These guys had a great judging event. It was called Goblets of Fire. It was like a cannabis competition, and it was just the way they ran it and the people they had there and the vibe they created there was just so cool that I got to say it was the highlight of my weekend. It's been the highlight of my month so far. I really, really enjoyed it. And I hope you do another one. But thank you for that. But also thank you for your tenacity. I really want to thank you because you've been through a lot, not only emotionally with this whole, you really put your heart and soul into the plant and trying to help with the legalization and the legislation, but also on the bottom line, the medical part, because I know you've been through a lot of physical stuff, and I really appreciate the way, no matter what happens, you push your way through and you still fight for the plant. But I wanted to give you an opportunity to share some good news with the group here that maybe not everybody knew, because one of the things that I was talking about was your health things, and you had some issues with the medical industry and stuff. They made some mistakes. Tell everybody your good news.
Well, first and foremost, happy birthday. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
So great to see so many beautiful people on the call. Speaking of surprises,
Hey, look who's in the Hey, thanks for bringing those guys on, man. Oh,
we
station, Dylan and Hope. That was one of my highlights too of the summer. Was your wedding? I gotta tell you that, baby. For those of you who don't, these guys are great too. They have a great band. They're great people. I love them. I've known them both for a long time. Thank you for bringing them on, Duncan.
Yeah, you're welcome. All right, hopefully my phone stays balanced. Those are very kind words to say, Joe. You also being a fighter through medical things, using the power of this plant to not lean on big pharma or medicine and to use plant-based medicines to heal the body. We share that common thread, as many others do who
all on here
who use this plant as well. So good news, just quickly, I got my pacemaker device out. It got put in me as a precaution in 2010 with my last heart surgery. And it's kind of been a slowly draining 9-volt. So earlier this year, they said you're in low battery mode. I requested they take this device out. This was a device that had fallen into my abdominal cavity in 2021 and kind of messed up my small intestine and that whole ordeal of journey and passage. So nonetheless, it's nice to have this out. Feel much more connected with my body. And again, using, for me, I used opiates once upon waking up out of surgery. I was in some pain. They gave me some of that. And I got home and I aggressively used solventless edibles around the clock. And I cataloged it. And again, just taking a page from your hat with your RSO protocols and your trust in the plant to heal the power that it definitely has. And, everyone's met you in these different capacities. And for me, through Canna Warriors and the advocacy space and understanding the decades of work that you've done, to fight for this plant as well. And this radio platform is super important because, as we all know intimately, how our state and the federal government is looking at this plant in industry and businesses and money versus the community versus the advocates versus the healers. We've really just kind of scratched the surface for this fight. Like, we're just going to have to start like a new wave.
Well, see,
And
that's my whole thing with the radio show. They can't take that away from me. They can't take that away from us, is our
right.
platform and our voice. And this is why I started this show, is I want it, and I keep remaining it, is I want to still be the voice for the industry, no matter what laws they put in, no matter how they they discredit us. I want to make sure we still have a voice. And so, Duncan, thank you very much for your support. I got to move to
Yep.
Kimura, I think, who is next. Please stay on. As long as
For
we
sure.
have
You
enough
guys,
time.
happy birthday, Joe.
Hey, I want to acknowledge everybody who's jumped in. Rich, Aaron, Cody. I'll get right to you, but Kimura, I want to bring you on. Hi, Kimura.
What's up, Joe? Happy birthday.
Kavnisha, how are you? I see you there. Thank you, Kimura. I want to thank you for
Uh-huh.
everything you do, just for being you and the community you've created and how your heart is in that community. And not only the Comoras community that you created, the way that Comoras community supports the community at large. So I don't know if you know what I'm trying to say, but how far deep you are out there in the community on many different levels. And just for your attitude and your approach towards life, I know you and I have a lot in common. We just kind of
That, yeah. And I was gonna say,
see
I'm
above
like,
the illusion,
I'm
but we
seeing
play
you.
the game.
I'm watching how you're doing your birthday, right? Like I'm seeing all your appreciations,
You
but
see,
like I need you. Like, you know, because of the conversations we've had, right? Like the old white guy conspiracy theorist shit that's in here that comes up. Like I need you. You have no clue how much I need you. And the whole community needs you, right? Like the radio show that you bring is great and that's awesome, but who you are and what you bring, and I'm like here because you're badass and you're real, and I so appreciate you and
thank
like you and enjoy talking about crazy ass shit that like other people walking away might be like, you know, you think we should make a phone call? Like
right. Some of the stuff, yeah, I hope they're not
aliens
listening.
are real, damn it all, Vietnam, you know, yeah.
I love you, Kimura, and we will. The revolution will happen.
It is. We got this.
All right. Let's see who's that. Hey, Kevin Cranford, how are you, my friend?
Gotta unmute. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, brother.
What's going
How
on,
you
dude?
doing,
How you
man?
doing? Happy birthday, Joe. This is amazing. Just like looking at all these people on here that I love and respect and showing you love and respect is just like, this is it. This is everything I wanted.
I
Like,
wanted to
be
bring
at.
everybody together. I did. I really did.
This is
And I
dope.
figured this was the perfect occasion to do it. The community, you know, we all have our little events, and I want to thank you for doing what you do with Connecticut. You know, you started out as a clothing brand, but you become kind of like a little hub for all different people to come and join together. And just your creativity with the name, you know. When I first heard that freaking name, I'm like, wow, I wish I thought of that. You know, that's pretty cool.
Just a reflection and mirror of you and all these great people. Honestly, you guys keep me afloat, keep me tapped into everything that's going on. Thank you. I moved to Connecticut, or moved back to Connecticut in 2021, and you were one of the first people I met early in the game, and was quick to bring me in, tap me into everybody. You need to meet so and so. You need to know so and so. It allowed me to meet all these great people. So now that we can do what we do, so without you, there would be no Connecticut and like the efforts that you give to the community. So thank you, man. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kevin. I appreciate that. You know, I try, and I've always made that my mission to spread love and bring people together, you know? And that's why, you know, when you say I connect people, yeah, I do. I like to do that. So thank you very, very much.
Thank you.
I appreciate it. Rich from Bohemian High. I see you there. Oh, Rich. Oh, maybe he's with a customer. He'll come in a minute. You know who is Kivnisha? How are you, Kivnisha?
Hi, Joe.
Oh, you look so pretty
Happy
today.
birthday.
Thank
I've
you.
never sung a white man happy birthday, so this is a first. So happy birthday is a privilege. You're the coolest. You're the coolest. And I'm grateful to know you. I am. I am.
Thank you so much, Kamisha. And I'm grateful to know you. And I'm grateful for everything you do because you have taken, both you and Aaron, taken the mental health aspect. There are healers on here like Uzma and Kibra who've done it with the medical, but you've taken the mental health aspect of cannabis and shown people that not only it can help heal physical things, but it can help with things like PTSD. It can help with other traumas in your life. And you show people the way how to do that so they're not just on their own going to a dispensary picking up weed and still thinking the same way though. And I always used to say that to people when I was working with Kiba and doing Canna Health. I say, the weed is good, and I want to see you get off your SSRIs with it. But please understand, you need some kind of therapy along with it. You should be talking to somebody, and a lot of them would come back and say, well, my psychotherapist or my counselor, they're not weed friendly. They're against it and all that. I have to hide it from them. I'm like, and for people like you and for Aaron, now you make it open so you're weed friendly.
Oh
And these
yeah.
people can actually talk to you and still use their cannabis. So I appreciate what you did. There was a big need for that. And I always knew it in the mental health part. And you filled that. So thank you.
Well, I couldn't do this work without giants like you, right? Because while we do the education, you continuously to provide community. And I think that really is the heart of cannabis, is the community. So I couldn't do this work without people like you and Kibra and Kamora who create the spaces for me to be able to show up to say, and this is what I do, and this is what I love doing, right? And to have this collective healing energy that we have together. So I love you and I appreciate the work that you do. And I hope your birthday is awesome. I hope you get the highest you've ever been safely.
I haven't stopped smoking this whole time. I normally take a break during the show, and really get into the interview. But right now, I just want to have a good time and talk to everybody and show my appreciation, my gratitude for the community that we've all built together. You know what I mean? Really, really. And this is so much fun for me. I wanted to bring you on, Kara. It's so nice to see your face. And Kara, I want to thank you. Oh, you got to unmute. I want to thank you because you really, really educated me and got me into being a really true activist. And I'm going to say this right. You are probably one of the best, and I don't know how to put this, partners that I've ever worked with as far as in my professional career. What you and I did together up there at that school, breaking you were right there. We did it hand in hand. We may have not always agreed, but we always ended up agreeing. We always found a way and it always came out better than either one of our ideas. And you really, really showed me the way as far as activism. Being involved with that whole stuff that we were doing up there really inspired me to come down to Connecticut and do it here. Realistically, just seeing how mass cam, everything you did. So I want to thank you for that. I really, really do.
Joe, I love you. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
We get some words in. No, happy birthday, my love. I miss you so much. I'm so excited you got all these people together and your words are too kind. When I'm listening to Kenesha and I'm like, oh, she's like my grandchild, my grandbaby.
Yes, we got to remember, Kieber went to the school with us. And then
That
we
is
passed
my
it
first
down to
teacher.
different people. That's right.
My first cannabis teacher.
I miss those days. Those were fun. You were great to work with, Joe. Usually most days you're very easy to work with. We didn't always agree. That's for sure.
Right.
We definitely had our moments. Oh, that was a great place. That was so much fun. Good memories.
It
Yeah.
was so much fun. We just felt like we were really knew we were breaking ground. I think we all kind of knew that what we were doing there was really groundbreaking. And I wish it could have continued, but everything has its time, and
Yeah.
maybe everything happens for a reason. But it brought us together, and I still consider you a really good friend and really piece of my heart. And
Well,
we did a lot up there. We did a lot.
I'm not like, I mean, I feel like I'm less active these days,
As am I.
circumstantially, but, I'm taking everything that I've learned in my, I got 15 years now that I've been hanging out in this cannabis space, and I'm applying it to new causes, and so I am very excited for like stuff that I'm working on outside of cannabis, that I get to use these skills of education and curriculum development, and still try and change the world in different ways.
That's what we call branching out, Kira. That's right. I mean, Kara, sorry.
Okay,
That's what we call branching out.
I'll take that compliment.
That's right.
She's not woman, she's always on vacation. I will take it. The splash.
As long, just keep up that activist spirit and whatever it may be. I hope you still have the anarchist in you, though.
I don't know if I've ever really been an anarchist. I'm a Capricorn. We love rules.
All right. Well, then you're going. Aaron, I wanted to bring you in and thank you. Aaron, come on
I'm
in.
not an anarchist. I'm a Capricorn.
Aaron, how are you?
No, I'm good. I'm so happy to see you. Happy birthday. Amazing to see all these just awesome humans gathered together for you today. I love this.
They're together for us today. They're together for us. And I want to thank you again for educating me and for also what you do again, like I was telling Kanisha, in the mental health field, and not also with cannabis, but also with the psilocybin. And one thing I think everybody on this call has in common, we're all groundbreaking people. We're all people who are willing to push the envelope. We're all people who kind of turned our backs on the traditional mainstream way of doing things and did it our own way. Do you know what I mean? We're all free, we really have. And I appreciate the community you've built up there and what you've done for a lot of people who necessarily wouldn't have gotten the help from the traditional psychiatric community with the psilocybin and everything. So thank you very, very much. And thank you just for being there.
Thank you. I love you guys. I love you, Joe.
So what's going on with you? I know you got some good news. You're getting certified as tell us about what's going on with that.
Yeah, I joined the Church of Our Earth, which is a psilocybin-based church. So I'm going to start my training to be a minister in January. So I'll be a reverend, and psilocybin will be the sacrament, cannabis as well, because these things go together like peanut butter and jelly. And I'm really excited to, go.
Are you going to start a church down here?
I'd like to. Yeah. I
do
think,
services and stuff.
Yeah. I think that it's needed, and there's plenty of room for it here. We need connection, right? The mental health, the opposite of addiction and depression and anxiety, is connection and community. So it helps everyone to connect and have people that are like-minded and understand that cannabis is a beautiful thing, psilocybin's a beautiful thing. There's no shame, there's no judgment. Like the more of us that can come out and talk about that, the more destigmatizing we are doing, which is essential. So I'm really excited for 2026. It's going to be really cool.
Oh man, that is awesome. I can't wait to go to one of the services. You ought to team up with Jen. You ought to team up with Kimura.
Jen's joy. Yep. Oh my God. Yes, please.
Yeah, we'll do something down at the Grove. It'll be a lot of fun.
All the things.
That would be great. I would love to see that. That's a great thing. That is awesome. Very, very good. So thank you very much for what you do. I think Cody Cody, my friend, how are you, buddy? Thanks for calling in. I see Uzma dropped off. I bet she had a client. I'm sorry I didn't get to her sooner. Ooh, Cody, how are you? Oh, you got to unmute, brother.
I'm mute. Sorry, man.
Hey, Cody, bro, I want to thank you, man. I want to thank you for the person that you are, for your heart. When I'm near you, I could feel your heart. I could feel you that whatever you're doing, you're putting your heart and soul into it. And right now, again, I want to thank you for pushing this industry forward and for the things that you do and for being able to work around the system, but still stay true to the plant. Do you know what I mean? You're fairly new in my circle of friends, but I feel like I've known you forever. You know, and we have that interesting connection, but very, very cool. So I want to thank you, Cody, just for being who you are and for your hard work. I know you haven't had it easy, but you've stuck through it. Anybody who's working like Kibra, Lou, anybody who knows dealing with the state, no matter what part of the industry or the legal industry you're in, is hell. So both you and Kibra, Lou had dropped off. I want to give you guys credit for dealing with that hell. But anyway,
Yeah, it's taken a lot out of us, but yeah, nonetheless, thank you so much. Like for just thank you for your words. Just thank you for all the support. Just thank you. Yeah, just thank you for also being you, because that's it's
I
you
can't be
gotta.
anyone else. I've tried, believe me.
Well, that's the thing is those souls cross paths, and those are the ones that are meant to be with each other. Opposed to a lot of the other ones that are floating around out there too. So, I mean, being who I am is that's all I know. Right. So I appreciate you being who you are. You know what I mean? And
I want to thank everybody on this call for being who
right.
they
Yeah.
are.
It's just it's not easy, right? Everyone
We're all
sometimes,
authentic. That's what I
right?
really like.
And sometimes it leads to different things, and people look at you certain ways for being that, for having that. But I mean, I wouldn't change it for the world. So I appreciate you for always being authentic and always keeping it real. You know what I mean? So thank
No
you,
other
man.
way, man. I will tell the truth. That's why I'm a true seeker. Rich, there you are. I'm so glad you made it on, Rich, because you're a very important person in my life.
Joe, happy birthday.
Thank you. You were one of the first new friends when I moved back to Connecticut from California after my little jaunt out there in 2012, I think it was. You had just opened up around the corner from my house. And I was so excited that a head shop and a clothing store opened up. And we became fast friends, and eventually we became business partners. We did a lot of cool things together. We opened up the Grove, and again, through thick and thin, you've always been there for me. I love visiting you and hanging with you. You're a good man, you're a good friend, and I really, really appreciate you, Rich. So thank you so much for making it on, man. And I know you're busy. You got a store to run.
It took me all this time from whatever time I was supposed to start till now to get Zoom downloaded. And I had it all set up on my laptop, but then my camera didn't work. And I said, I can't go on without the camera now. So I had to get another laptop, install Zoom. So I've been busy trying to get here, but I made it in time. So happy birthday, Joe. 66. I'll see you later today, too, but happy birthday.
Yes, I come down every Monday and visit Rich, and my birthday is no exception. I will be down there tonight to say hello. Like I say, you're one of my weekly friends that I come down and visit and just hang with. I really enjoy your company, and I love what you do down there with the store. Anybody who haven't been down there, go down and visit Bohemian High. It's down in Milford, and the Grove is next door. If you want to hold any great events, we've done some great stuff down there.
Yeah.
So, Rich, I want to thank you as a friend and as somebody I've done business with and always will do business with.
Well, thank you too, Joe.
Thank you.
It's been a pleasure.
It has been a pleasure.
It's been a pleasure.
I think I got to everybody, and we only got a few minutes left. So I really, I want to take this time and just say, what are we all grateful for? What are we all grateful for? We can all say it at once. Everybody can unmute and just talk. What are we grateful for this Thanksgiving? And I want to make one thing clear. Thanksgiving to me has nothing to do with that fairy tale that they tell us about how wonderful it was with the pilgrims and all that stuff. It has to do with getting together with family and friends, enjoying a meal together, and giving thanks and being grateful for what we have in this world. We can throw that old story away as far as I'm concerned because it's a terrible thing that happened in our history. And it was a lie that was told to us through all the years. And I really, we should also make a day of thanks for the Native Americans rather than, anyway, you get my point. It's about friends, family, getting together, sharing a meal, and giving thanks. That's it. Okay. What are we grateful for?
People.
My boys.
For you.
No, seriously, what are we looking forward to this year? I am grateful for the community. I am grateful for the people. I'm grateful for the love that is right here in this room, right? The love that's right here in this room, and I'm grateful for you guys getting together. So feel free, man. We only got like a minute or so left. Say whatever you want. Let's give
Family.
out our promo.
It's got to be family.
It's got to be family. Everybody, social media, Kimura's Cultural Corner, Cannabis Connection, Bohemian High,
One Hit Wonder,
One Hit Wonder, Sugar Leaf,
Metatron
Lit
Homegrown.
Dispensary, The People's Place, Metatron Homegrow. Who did I miss?
Bloom Higher.
Bloom Higher. Lavender Tree Frog. All of you follow everybody on social media. This is how we build our community. I'm glad if we can't get together in person, we can at least do this once a year. You know what I'm trying to say? This has been beautiful. This has been great. It has been everything I hoped it would be. You know, you always, when you send out an invitation, you always wonder who's going to show up. I was a little worried maybe nobody would show up. But you all did, and I appreciate you so much. I'm looking forward to building our community and making it bigger. Remember, I just want everybody to remember, community is much more important than society. Community is real. Society is fake. Remember that. Just
very deep.
That. We all have to play the game of society, but we have to realize the real truth and the real way is community.
So what are you smoking?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? I want to thank Duncan.
I need to know what you have.
I have a big batch of all the entries in the Goblets of Fire that I mixed together. I am high as hell.
Yeah, I saw that yesterday.
There's 11 different strains in here. I took them all. They were all the entries from the contest. And I have just been smoking different buds out of each one. And it made the show excellent.
As you should.
I'm getting throwbacks of Boston Pot Report here. I really am.
It's so great, man. It was so great. I've had such a good time. I want to thank everybody, especially my co-host, Uncle Lou. I'm sure he had to go run to a business meeting. Harry is telling me I got 1 minute left. So everybody, I want to wish you all a happy holiday. Thank you so much. And
happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday, Joe.
Happy birthday.
Bye, man. I love you. Thank you.
Happy birthday.
Thank you to our sponsor, Metatron Homegrow. We love you all.
Love you.
Thanks again for
Happy
joining
birthday.
me. All right. Bye-bye now. Harry, you can hit that music. I'm going to take another hit.
You have fun, Joe.
I always have fun. Love you, Kimura. Thank you.
Later, bro.